Assembly moved to address the high cost of living as members of parliament debated proposals in the Finance Bill of 2017, zero rating of common commodities including maize flour and bread, and tax exemption of imported ingredients for manufacture of pesticides, as well as fish processing equipment are among proposals in the bill. A supplementary budget that will seek to have the House approve resources aimed at addressing the high cost of living is yet to be finalized. Our senior reporter Rita Tinina begins our coverage tonight.
Milk, Mr. Speaker. A packet of milk.
It was one of those very rare occasions when a packet of milk finds its way to the floor of the House in a much-anticipated session, as many Kenyans pegged their hopes on the reduction of the high cost of living on legislation.
The supplementary budget estimates too, where he will be asking this House to provide him with resources and reallocate a number of resources.
The supplementary budget is still being fine-tuned by the Finance Cabinet Secretary and will first have to go through the Budget and Appropriations Committee before finding its way to the floor of the House. But debate on the high cost of living came up as MPs debated the Finance Bill, which is expected to actualize the national budget. The bill, in a raft of proposals, seeks to address the high cost of living through taxation measures and reallocation of resources, as well as help the government to raise funds.
Where the clause proposes to zero rate and therefore remove from the exempt schedule maize flour, wheat, muslin flour, and ordinary bread. And this is meant to cushion low-income households from high staple prices.
Importation of ingredients for the manufacture of pesticides is also set to benefit from tax exemption. And in a move aimed at discouraging the cheap imports of spirits, the excise duty on spirits could go up.
This bill proposes to increase the excise duty on alcoholic spirits from the current rate of 175 shillings per litre to 200 shillings per litre.
In what the government says is aimed at increasing funding set aside for sports, arts and culture, the bill proposes what will no doubt be met with resistance from betting, lottery and gaming companies.
To introduce a uniform tax of 50% to apply for betting, lottery, gaming and prize competition.
The proposals generated debate for the better part of the session.
The only unfortunate thing when you're rating this maize flour, we don't know whether this is going to be passed to the common mwananchi. This is why we've been having a problem.
Mr. Speaker, how long does it take a government to plan to address the issues that affect the common person? Mr. Speaker, it would be excuse to imagine that the leaders of this government have been living out of this country.
The National Assembly has only 18 days to consider what has been classified as priority legislation before going on recess next month. Rita Tinina, KTN News.